Today on the Stay at Home Chef, I'm showing you how to make a super simple sheet pan breakfast. This sheet pan breakfast has everything I love. It has hash browns, bacon, and eggs. You really don't need much more in a breakfast, and this is super simple to make. It takes about 5 minutes of hands-on time, which makes this the perfect breakfast for those really on-the-go mornings where you're trying to get everyone off to school and work and you just don't have a lot of time. This is pretty much as easy as serving up cold cereal, so it is a great option. We're gonna start with some thick cut bacon. Thick cut bacon works a little bit better in this recipe because it cooks a little more evenly with the hash browns. Now what I'm doing is I'm lining my pan with bacon just on the outside edges, and I'm doing this directly on the baking sheet. And it doesn't have any nonstick spray on it or anything. Now, if you want easier cleanup, you can also line the tray with parchment paper or a silicone baking mat. I'm going to lay my last piece of bacon right down the center. Now, as the bacon cooks, it's going to release all of its fat and grease, and we're going to use that to cook up our hash browns. So next, you'll need some frozen shredded hash browns. And we're going to sprinkle these out into those little squares created by our bacon. You want them to be in a fairly even layer. Now, we don't need to add any additional grease because once again, we are using the bacon grease, but we do need to add on some salt and pepper. Now, you can always get creative with this and add on some additional seasonings like garlic powder and onion powder, or even a little paprika, but today I'm just going to keep it simple and use salt and pepper. Next, I'm going to take this and bake it in a 375-degree oven for about 18 minutes. Now, after 18 minutes, your bacon should be almost done and almost crispy, but not quite there yet, because then we're going to pull it back out of the oven, and we want to add on the eggs. So I'm going to set this down here and make 4 little wells for my eggs. Just scooch some of those hash browns to the side to make room. Then we're going to take our eggs and I'm going to crack them directly into the pan. Once you have all 4 eggs in, it's time to put it back in the oven. Now, if you want, you can add a little bit of shredded cheddar cheese or any other kind of cheese really, and have some cheesy hash browns to go with it. And I'm going to show you that today. I just want to add a little bit of cheese around the edges of our eggs so that they can top off the hash browns with just a little bit of cheesiness. But the cheese is totally optional. I'm just a huge cheese lover. Now we're going to pop this back in the oven for 6 to 8 minutes until your egg whites are set and your bacon is crispy, and then we're ready to eat. Thanks for watching. You can find the full written recipe in the video description. Be sure to subscribe and check out the rest of my channel where you can find hundreds of restaurant quality recipes you can easily make at home. See you later.